Well, we've been sitting here ready to roll, but someone didn't get the memo that there was a break period, and unfortunately the first round has already been played. I'm going to blame config.
Yeah, it is Mirage, and the pistol has been completed. It will be Optic to pick it up. It's going to be 1-0 there. I'm not sure what they were thinking, so obviously they can ready up and it all goes live, and we were in a break and they kind of jumped the gun, quite literally there. So
that's all right.
We're going to see the second round come in, which presumably is going to be the force buy.
Pistol rounds don't matter. It's fine. Optic won it. You're reading the chat. Are you?
I'm just trying to see if there's any bit of intel. It's a bit of controversy. Don't really want to say what's going on right now until it's clear.
I'm reading it as well.
Anyway, they're just kind of discussing where they go from here. Haven't said it wasn't live. Well, haven't said we weren't on stream, I should say. They were live. Aloe suggesting that he wasn't aware, but I'm not sure if he's joking or not. That's why I'm trying to work out his tone before I kind of say anything.
At least we get to listen to this sweet chill music, like elevator music. Get ready to roll. Well, it is on the scoreboard 1-0 Optic. But that seems to be for dispute. However, I think they've come to an agreement.
We're good to go.
We're good. All right. So 1-0 Optic. I just wanted to wait before I said anything because why not?
I think there was some trolling going on there. That's why I didn't really want to divulge what was going on. But we're all fine. We're continuing as is. Optic have taken the pistol here on the CT side of Mirage. We're getting into what looks like the anti-eco. Now, the bomb was planted, so they're going to be full eco here for AKs in the third. So there we go. If you are just joining us, you missed a pretty epic dust too, especially from Ence and Ali. That grenade will do significant damage as Sergey and Alexei are sent packing. Lots of damage inflicted there.
Sergey still going to hold out with the Glock to try and spot Snappy, who's at B. So 2 M4s, 3 SMGs, one of them an MP7. The other two the obvious choice. P90s, obviously. UMPs. More P90, that's what I want.
Yeah, that needs adjusting, unfortunately. It's a little bit too expensive for it to be viable.
And it doesn't give you the same reward.
Yeah, like it's not that good to justify those variables, but there we go. It is a cool gun. Can be fun. They adjusted it slightly. It could be actually viable, but there we go. 4 kills, make it 5 as Gade mows them down. He gets a 4K. He farms lots of cash there. And this is where the AKs come out for Ence. You'll see presumably 5 of them. No bomb got planted in the second round, so no chance at the AWP. But third round coming in. Can Optic hold them off? They'll have 3 SMGs to work with here. And they will all be that. Full array of utility. Got the defuse kits as Sergey will be setting up the smokes towards the middle. He's got 2 players making their way towards the B apartments here. Maybe just going for the default. No one towards A though at all. No one at Palace, no one at A ramp. Good grenade. X7 though, still too rattled. Going to continue trying to push towards B here.
Okay, still trying to make damage. Alexei gets out from middle. So bonus round is in effect. There's no doubt about that as Alexei also spots the shoulder of Yugi. Somehow doesn't get the kill. Would have thought he gets away with that. 19 HP. Yugi survives. He'll back off toward jungle instead. Meanwhile, Snappy, smoke down, will start to contest more aggressively inside of the apartments. Late smoke mid. Counter smoke bottom side of connector. So it's about utility. And finally, a bit of map control for the T's. Said it yesterday. It takes so much smokes on this map just to get control or take a site. And those are the options. You either go full execution, or you need 3 smokes minimum on either side, or you need 3 smokes in middle just to take it.
This is a slow pace, 35 seconds. There'll be a B split, as you can see. I'm setting it up. They've got a smoke in the connector right now. Config will get 1 frag in return. But Snappy trying to challenge towards the tunnels. I feel like he's going to take down X7 there. The close range UMP. Might be able to get a little bit more here as well. Sergey flashed off 20 seconds. They're looking a little bit discombobulated, but Alexei has made his way on the site. Snappy trying to stay alive here. The aerial to take him down, but Config still fighting back. This is looking very good for Optic, I have to say. They're not even getting no occasions at the back there. Round over, he can deny the plants. There we go, 3-0 Optic, well played to them. You can see they won't even have a chance to get the bomb down here. So even if this player goes down, it's not a big deal. Yugi can just survive. So there we go. Optic pick it up. 3 kills from aerial. Got a bit scrappy and messy there. I like the play from Snappy, though, to actually get in the B apartments right in front of that smoke, slow them down, cause some chaos. Config, solid as ever. Very good Mirage player in general. And KGB, the perfect positioning there. They didn't have the time to check the van. Hoped it was clear. Wasn't the case. No bomb planted. And one saved AK. That's in the hands of Aerial. The rest of the guys, though, pretty much full eco with no armor, no nades. Just some PT-50s. And I'm going to try and open things up with that AK.
Config re-peeks out from the top side of the stairs. Aerial gets absolutely wrecked by him. Doing so, he goes for more as well. Config's hungry. Oh my goodness, as he ever snaps back, finds Sergey coming out of the palace as well. And Config is putting Optic in a good position already on this map too. Mirage, KGB will get Alu down. It's just 7, and there's only 5 kills, but there's 7 deadly sins. I don't know where I was going with that. It's Optic 4-0.
4-0, and there is a buy available for Ence now, homing in the maximum loss bonus, but Alu with 5k, I think he'll be stuck on the AK-47. From Optic right now, this is the sort of round we want to change the pace, maybe want to go aggressive, maybe try and find the first kill towards the top and middle, just to change things up, but it looks very standard, to be honest. Cajun and snapping towards B, Config holding the middle, or the window with the AK. Just going to fire off some shots potentially. We saw Dennis doing a lot of that. Ariel's already got towards connector though, so see whether we can do anything with him. Hugi at CT spawn, of course. Gade being baited in right in the corner there. So the idea is Hugi wants to challenge every shot and make sure they don't check that corner. And exactly like that. Gade will find the first. Config not seeming to miss a shot right now. The second one in there. Flashbang is perfect. This is looking very good for Optic.
It is indeed. Gade, Snappy, Yugi will close it. 5-0. This is perfect so far. Not even convincing on the other side. Zevin, 0 kills. Alu, 0 kills. Sergey, 1 kill. Alexi, 1 kill. Aerial has 4.
Yeah, left the eco again. Partial by sure, but still just pistols. No grenades. 1 smoke now. I guess they just go towards B. Smoke at the end of the B apartments and try and get out. They're going to fall back and get the bomb, so that changes everything. Maybe a fake. We'll see what happens here. Sergey's got the smoke, and he's in the palace right now. So needs to be careful. Flames in front of him.
Snappy. Holds off toward the van at the AK.
Well, here's that shot with the pistol as well, so that confirms they don't have rifles here at least, so he can maybe afford to be slightly more aggressive with his AK.
Yugi, P250. Gets destroyed. That wasn't him, it was actually Alexi. We snapped over it. Confused me for a moment, but Config with a brilliant shot nonetheless. Gade will get Sergey. Zevin has managed to pull 1 back onto Gade, but watch for Config. He's relocated, he's pushed up, he's got the bomb. Aerial down, no plants, which is a problem. Despite that's the loss round bonus is at its maximum. Plants are still important if they want to further that economy at 6-0 for Optic. It's still not very convincing. Only 2 kills again that time.
6-0. Optic running away with this one, just like Ence did in the first half of Dust 2. Remember, they were up 13-2. Optic on course to maybe go a little bit further than that. We'll see. Ence, still early days, though. They could even come back and win the half still, so we'll see what they can do now. They finally get the AWP on Alu. He hasn't got a helmet. That makes him very vulnerable to the M4s, and like I said, they were expecting some aggression at one point. Config now getting ready with the AK-47. Flashbang won't affect him too much. This turns around, but that one catches him slightly. KGB trying to back him up, but might be out of luck here. No, it's actually going to work out perfectly. Alu, though, finding frags towards top and middle. An equal situation, finally. This is looking promising for Ence as they get towards that connector. AWP focusing on CT spawn. Gade is there, but only with the M4. Can't challenge too much.
Cajun. Finally gets position. They let one go by the mid wall. It's a problem for his teammate towards the stairs, towards Ticket. Good fight from Cajun, but Gade's the one that's under pressure still. As Zevin looking backwards. Oh, he's done. No chance. Walked in, Gade had the angle, and pops out to find Sergey. Optic again, 7-0, even when it looked slightly close for a moment. They'll buy again, at least on the Ence side.
They got it down to the 3-on-3, but Asian saving the day here. A couple of kills for him. Make it 3 with this one. You can see the barrel of the AWP as it walks out. That was a guaranteed kill for him. They managed to fend off Ence once again. And we get into the next gun round. It's a difficult one for Ence. You can see they're going for the execution here. Nothing's working. Smoke down. Try and get that bomb planted. At least have a clutch situation. Get a little for Alu. And they'll commit right away.
Good slide back out, 2 already. Up the ladder, he'll evade them. They go searching, they will get him. Sergey manages it. He's also found Cajun B, which gives them yet another chance in this round. Config wants to flash himself out that nade. Aerial, done. Bomb, oh, look how far it went, too. Not only did it take down the man carrying the bomb, it threw the bomb about 10 feet forward, middle of the site, which means Config can certainly cover that, and the smokes have dissipated, making it harder to grab. He's also Molotov's off default. No swing for Alu. This is going from bad to worse. Sergey's got to clutch this out with an ace. Got 43 HP. Yugi has an AWP, and he's already in the angle.
They're running away with this, aren't they?
This is unreal.
Well, third map might be on the cards here because Ence can't make a dent on Mirage whatsoever. Gage looking incredibly strong right now. You can see them struggling to even get close to the bomb site. They get a few kills there, but still, it's 8-0. Money spiraling out of control for Optic. Got Snappy on $13,000. The rest of them hovering between 8 and 9. Tactical pause, and this is the chance for Natu just to calm everyone down.
Natu's pretty calm himself. I mean, they're finished. They're all calm. Alu hit like this crazy jump shot last game. We look at him defusing.
No
he's like, no, he was super. That was super excited.
Yeah.
Alu. Just to clarify, that was super excited. Alu's face.
Yeah, that's true. As a characteristic of the Finns. We'll see whether these Deagles and CZs will lead them to any sort of success. Double orb setup now, again for Cajun and Yugi. They really have looked like themselves once again. First map, maybe a bit of a warm-up required. Couldn't really get going at all after losing the first half 13-2, but Cajun gets himself in the window still here. Means he can take a shot and drop off easily. Just even if he gets blind, just get out of the situation quickly as he holds up. They are rotating back towards B, the T's. Bombs in T-spawn right now. 7 at the front of the pack. There's Sergey will slowly join them. They've got 1 flashbang to try and open things up. If they can flash Cajun completely, make him drop down and then attack him, that could be something. But I feel like even if he gets blind, he's going to be taking one of these guys down. So the flash should come around in the next 5 seconds or so. We'll see if that comes true. There it is. Flash in. Will it get Cajun? It will. So that's pushed him back. That's something now. Oh dear. The kills coming through as they roast in the B apartments there. Quite a simple procedure. Promising from Ence with the flashbang and Cajun dropping off, but the utility reply from Optic was too overwhelming. Nothing they could do, not even close to the site once again. Nowhere near a plant, and they have another buy available. That was just a little partial buy with the maximum loss bonus, obviously in full effect with a 9-0 deficit. AKs and the AWP. First time I think Atlas had the AWP and a helmet. He's only got 2 frags to his name. As it feels like Optic are just looking very comfortable and waiting for this third map to begin. As they are having way too much fun right now. Config rushing up towards top and middle once again. Dodges the flashbangs twice. Will he get the first kill? Not this time. Gets the damage towards Alexi, but not quite enough for the kill.
Zevin, he'll throw out a Molotov to hold off CT spawn, but they walk through connector optimistically. And on the inside of a smoke all too easily, they sit and wait, and Gade picks up yet another kill. It's 9-0, looking to be 10 if they're not careful. Zevin, he wants to clear out CT. Flash to do it, a little bit of utility to help, and Sergey gets one back. Thank you, Cajun. Still, though, they have to clear this connector position, and they're aware of it. More so, they've started to... Oh, no. Oh, really? No way. I don't know how he's not dead, but he can't get the plant down. Minute still to work with, and thankfully it works out. That's a bit lucky. They went for a plant. No one really watching connector somehow get away with it, and they just finished clearing CT. I thought that they would overlook that as well because they walked in at the exact time after the flashbang went that direction. So now it's Yugi to try and keep the streak and the dream alive.
He'll do what he can. He has got a smoke available. That's going to make things uncomfortable. kit obviously there. He might be able to get this first kill. Sergey goes down.
Oh,
Alu's so far removed.
He doesn't know it. He's going to get on it. He's going to be right in front of it. Does Alu know? AWP, he's not. Oh, yes, Alu. Fire now. No, Optic pull it back. Yugi keeps the streak alive. And then when you lose a round like that, maybe it's just time to call it.
Maybe
Obviously it's not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. He goes to the long con all the way around through T-spawn. Really did not work out for him. And Yugi almost got outplayed by his thinking his ally was being super smart here, but then he's just got zero vision. Takes one shot, didn't connect. And Yugi continues the streak on an absolute god. Round 11, Alexei gets the good spawn, at least finds an opening kill here. Takes down the hero from the previous round, as we will see Optic on double digits already. This has been a very quick first half. 5 on 4. Can they convert this one? What's the reaction now from Optic? Will they try and push towards B? Will they try and get a kill back in middle? We'll see.
Smoke down top connector. He's been very sufficient in that position. Sufficient and efficient, because he's got quite a game going for him. Sergey does pull back config. First time they've won out the window in quite some time. Now Gade has to work back. It's smoked down. He's changed his position in doing so and getting that window kill. They pulled him from connectors. So this is a chance to exploit A. In fact, look at the positioning. In a 5-on-3, there's no one in the A site at all.
You're absolutely right. They've taken a bit of a gamble towards that B bomb site here. Players in CPL gauged. Now holding the window room. Still possible for Optic to win this. Cajun being baited in by Snappy. He's going to go for the double kill. Bombs down, Matt. All of a sudden it's a 3-on-3. Great stuff by Cajun. Can he find anything more? Still has the incendiary. Buys himself some more time, and that's important with 30 seconds remaining. Snappy gives them the lead. How has this fallen apart for Ence once again? Alexei will find his second AWP kill of the round. And this should be it now, surely. Cajun protected by the smoke for now, and he knows there's a low HP player in front of him. Flashbang is decent as well. Alu versus Cajun, two legends of the game. 10 seconds remaining. Alu surely gets this one. There it is. They get their first round. One player survives, but not many fist bumps just yet. A long way to go before this is even looking positive. But he does win the round. But the problem is they won't really have any money for the next. They'll be able to get AKs. He does pick up the AWP. X7's the only player. He doesn't have grenades here, so lots of reset potential. We'll see whether this will be where they can start digging their heels in a little bit more. Cajun jumps up, looking for any players crossing towards middle. They lost out the first pick due to the good spawn last time, as they get 2 kills of the AWPs. One by one, they run into the crosshairs of Optic. And it's an early 5-on-3, and this should be round now. Looking way too comfortable.
Alu. Good find in the first, but Cajun responds, steps back out to the window to get the kill. Sergey finds himself suddenly in a 1 versus 4. That was a quick round. Then Optic steal back the momentum, steal back the money, steal back their 11th round. Didn't really steal that one back. They never had it to begin with, but they got their 11th round, Henry.
They did. And that's everything ruined for Ence. That cost them all the money they had. They got a force buy. It's be a 16-1. Eagles, CZs. Hopefully we'll catch the pistol round at the next map, if they don't start too prematurely this time.
I blame config.
I think I do as well. Either way, Yugi will be looking towards middle. Flashbangs are decent from Ence, but no kills coming in just yet. Aerial will be dropped as config finds him, and I can't even keep up with the frags. It's just too fast paced as Alu tries to get a planet towards B. He'll go for the default. I think he probably gets that down. But they force put into this round. They haven't got a loss bonus, so it's not like it's really going to do that much for him. He gets 1 kill, and down he goes. So there it is. It will be the defuse coming in, 12-1, and they'll get a lovely $1,900 into the next round, plus the 800 there. So it won't be the worst. But they're going to have a $3,000 per player. 12-1, 2 rounds to go. I think they have to eco for last, so they just force buy again. You get Galil's armor. I guess they need all these last 2 rounds, so no tactical timeout, just gonna take the full eco by the looks of things. Nope, buying right at the last second. This is just a bit of a mess now.
It's getting a bit awkward.
Yeah, it was bought right as the freeze time ended, and you can see everyone's still adjusting and trying to work out. Alu's got Glock, no armor. And he's got, why has Alu got all his money? And oh, there he goes, he's run back to spawn now. don't think...
Wait, I'll join you.
I think he just got there as the buy time expired because he couldn't get armor, and he's got a grand left.
Oh, that's even worse, isn't it? That's just
what is going on?
Epitome of problems. They get an AK picked up, but they lose one for Sergey. They did get the opening kill, surprisingly, after all of this commotion. They're down a man now, as FACEIT with his AK will slide back up, one on either side of him. Hard task ahead because Cajun top ticket booth, although he's scoped in and might be found, it would be a trade immediately for Gade. No movement, and Alexi's going to be found before that by Snappy anyway. Evan does manage to sneak in behind Yugi. That's an AWP picked up, but what with it?
Well, the bomb is now in towards the palace area. That's found a kill, so maybe a plant comes in here. Alu's taking a bit of a gamble here to try and get it down. Cajun B can hear it, trying to see whether he can find this next kill. Can't do it. Alu takes him down. This buy could now be working out. Remember, Alu's got no armor, but Snappy
double
position on the bomb.
Tap, bomb.
Could have defused that. That would have been it.
It did. They didn't go to connector as well. Double up and Alu pulls it off. I don't know how you win that round. They didn't even know what they were doing at the start of it, and somehow they pull it off.
Well, I guess when all hope is lost and everyone's just running around trying to get kills, it sometimes can work out. The individual performance of Alu there didn't seem like he needs armor at all as he finished things off, and I guess Snappy had no idea he could go for that full defuse. Imagine if he just pulled that one out the hat. Here we go, final round of the first half. Got to be the quickest half of the tournament so far. He will smoke out towards the underpass to allow him to pick towards middle with this advantageous angle. Surely he hits that. Not quite, but makes up for it. He didn't even know where he was, poor Alexi, but Ali should hit the shot, which he does, but doesn't find the kill. Gets him right in the kneecap there. Got the early advantage now. Sergey, though, smoked out. Looking for 13-2. Be the exact same scoreline, but the other way around as the first map.
Ariel. Sitting back toward T-spawn. Alu will slide up from mid. See if they can make it to third before the end of the half. This round 15, 7. It'll work out for Bartmans. Meanwhile, Yugi, we get back over there in time. Took a lot of damage, but got the shot done anyway. 7 does get Snappy back at B. No indication that the bomb wants to go that direction, even with that pick, however. So he's still the intended target, I would presume. Gary Salo, Mika Salo's son, Sergey. Down though, Gade, config. Good finds. 7 still wants to try and sneak back around. Can't quite do it and tags Cajun down to 22, but in a 1 versus 4, I think 13-2 is the inevitable answer, and more so with 22 seconds on the clock, and done. 13-2 for Optic, a dominant first half. Fast series.
Yeah.
But a third map looking likely. Inferno as well, by the way.
That's where we'll see a good game, I think. First, the Dust 2 was actually fun, although it's a 13 scoreline. They had some amazing moments. This has been quite lackluster, I'll say that much. I haven't really seen much of Ence at all to suggest even going to do anything in the second half either. Could be the 16-2 scoreline coming in. And the problem is going to the third, they'll be quite dejected. They need to make sure they're keeping their head in the game. Realise it's still absolutely fine. Even if they lose this best of 3, they can still make it. Can't be too disheartened here. As Optic get ready for what looks like a B play here. I think they're going to smoke both the pillars. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Smoke the pillars and flash over. Maybe that's towards kitchen though. As X7 will open things up. Can he find another one? He is locked in towards the corner now. And is flashed, so he could be in a little bit of trouble here. Config takes him down. Alexi needs to see what he can do. There's a smoke towards the short area, so a bit deep in all the pillars, just making sure they stop the rotations coming through. And Config and Snappy have got great positions here. Snappy capitalizes upon his. And we'll see if Config can hold them out. He's got a little bit of time there as a player jumps by. If he gets one of these kills, that should be it. Not gonna happen though, we've got a chance here.
Sergey with the shot back on the USP, but Yugi responding swiftly, and Snappy still in the window to spawn out Aerial. It's down to Sergey, young man, and only the good die young. He is very good, but Cajun slightly better in that situation, makes it 14-2, and inevitable Inferno impending. Alliteration. All the good stuff. They'll buy out 4 SMGs and an AK in hopes to run this to 15 quite quickly.
14-2, of course, has to be the force buy here, and with that pistol, it feels like we're just waiting for this to end. We'll see. Sergey. absolutely taken down. 5 versus 4. They've only got one rifle here, but only against pistols it should be okay. They're making sure they don't make any mistakes here. This is normally how the comebacks begin now. You think, oh, this is a locked-in round. A team will lose to pistols, and then the grind begins. This looks under control. Snappy with the double frag should confirm it. They'll make their way towards B and X7. He's only got the CZ in towards kitchen now, so the B bomb site completely open. That will be map point. I'm not really sure how they could recover this. If they had 2 deagles, maybe some crazy 1D could happen, but with the weaponry right now, I just don't see there's a chance. Might as well just be thinking about Inferno at this point. 1 minute as the bomb will go down now. There it is. Not really much to report at this moment. It's just waiting for the round to end. Maybe they'll get 1 kill and save a UMP. There we go. Not really mean too much here. Nice shots, but all quite useless.
Inconsequential. So 15 rounds for Optic. I'd like to say it was a good effort, but it wasn't really. Alu had 10 kills. That's the top of the board for his side. No one lower than that on the opposing. The highest, meanwhile, it's been a team game yet again from Optic, but the highest is 17. 2 of them, Config and Gade.
Ence obviously have to force buy here. I think everyone's aware of that. 1 round until the defeat, the inevitable defeat. I don't think they're going to get 13 in a row here with the weaponry available. Alexi is on the PT50. All it takes is 1 clean defo here. Should be over now. Is this the biggest score margin we've had in the tournament so far? The EU minor? I don't think we've had any landslides like this.
Yeah, I think that's true. 16-2. I think we've had one other 16-2. I think. I don't know. There's been a lot of games, and my memory, I have short-term memory loss.
At least from what we've seen. I can't recall that.
Do you know that Drew Barrymore movie?
Which one?
Where she has to, like, lose her memory every day she wakes up. And she has to re-fall in love every time with Adam Sandler, I think it is.
Sounds like a bad version of Groundhog Day.
It's a little bit different than that. Okay. But that's me. I lose. Every morning I wake up, I forget everything.
They could win this.
Cajun could absolutely win this. Gade, the last in a 1 versus 3. They know where he is. He's got the first one. Looks to his left. There's one close. There's one far. Ticket booth to get the angle. They dropped off because they have to force the issue, and Gade forces it. Shot it 16-2 with a run from Gade. He leads the way on 20 kills at the end, and Optic will force out Inferno.
He finishes it with style. I have been really impressed with Gade. He gets his 20th frag in a 3 versus 1. I was about to say, like, let's just get it over with, boys. You're not going to come back from this one. Might as well end it there and go compose yourself. Get ready for Inferno. That was cool to see Optic playing so well, but you have to say Ence just didn't turn up there at all. We didn't see any sort of promise on their T side. I'm not sure how often they play Mirage, but it didn't seem like they had any control of the situation. That's what I expected to see from Yugi and co in the first map. We actually saw some of his open prowess and the aggression from Config. I guess because they won the pistol with their money sorted quite early on, they could actually get some momentum going and show us how good they can be. But really difficult to analyze this one because Ence looks so lost in some instances. You can see them just spinning around, killing absolutely everyone. Config was a beast. When he gets going on Mirage, it's scary, especially if he gets an AK-47 in his hand. And fair play, maybe Ence, there's not really much of a reply you can have if he's just killing absolutely everyone in front of him.
Well, with that said, Trace, come on, bruh.
Come on, bruh. And you know what? I think you missed a golden opportunity there, Henry. Some instances.
Well,
not bad, right?
They just Wingardium Leviosa the victory there.
Wingardium.
Yeah, because like it means that means to like get things to fly, to lift. Wingade, Gade win a 1v3.
What was that owl's name?
Hedwig the owl.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was never really privy enough to watch Harry Potter growing up. So anyway,
here's the clutch I was talking about.
We were privy to watch this stomping here. A show of force from Optic Gaming, 16-2 is the scoreline here on Mirage as we go to Inferno next. But my goodness, if you wanted to make a statement and you were Optic Gaming, you just did it.
They couldn't really go wrong, could they?
No, it's like they couldn't mess up at all, one might say.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the scoreline, it's very clear it was a team effort. Everyone between 14 and 20 kills. It doesn't mean like no one really destroyed them individually. It was just a pure domination, global domination. I think Ence had nothing going for them. Optic had always the right setup, playing aggressive mid when they needed to, the double up, and every like gray area, every 3v3, would it be pre-plant or post-plant, went all Optic's way. nothing to do for Ence.
Well, it's like everything went wrong and then nothing went wrong at the same time.
Yeah, so we have the 1v3 from Yugi here, which was a round that felt like it was a gimme at the point for Ence here. They were going to get another one on the board. They were looking hard. It was like, hey, finally we're going to see something. And it was a closer round, like Gage stepping out from Connector, being unable to convert, but Yugi here just stepping up like we know he can and closing this round out. Sure, it was the smoke diffuse, but that's classic Houdini play from Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I suppose.
Honestly, this clutch from Yugi is almost close to perfection, in my opinion. First off, maybe the first kill he gets is a little bit naive from the T, arguably, because it's Yugi, he's supposed to be in this area. Okay, we accept that. But then he Molotovs apps, he forces out of his position, then he smokes, and we know as a T, when there's a smoke on the bomb, you don't like it. You get iffy, you want to go for it. What I don't really appreciate about Ence is that I think these positions are mutually exclusive, which means you can take a 1v1 against one and be protected from the other, which Yugi abused to perfection, really. And then from that, I mean, he wins it. He makes it look easy, but he did everything correct, in my opinion.
You could tell they were much more comfortable on this map as opposed to Dust 2. Now, this is the thing. We need to look at this and take both matches with a grain of salt. They were both blowouts. Now, Optic were actually able to close very quickly, where Ence weren't able to do the same. There was a bit of a comeback. Heroics needed from Alu there to step up and say, look, boys, this is our map. Let's just finish it now. The question mark going into the third of Inferno, which must be closer because we painted this as a picture that could be a banger. It should be back and forth. We're going to see some good fundamental CS. So far, it's like both teams have been dry running against each other, right? That's kind of what it's felt like. They've just been doing their holds. They've been doing their strats, and everything's been working. It needs to get messy now. For me, the big question mark is if Ence can mentally bounce back. Have Optic been able to do it? They just proved it. They got blown out and bounced back. Can Ence do the same? Because they don't have the same level of experience in their squad.
Well, even on top of that, you think about, oh, well, this is our map pick. We did good. This is our map pick. We did good. Well, now it's a completely blank slate. You got to think of this as a best of one straight up almost. Wipe the other maps away and go into Inferno with a different sort of prowess.
The thing is, it's actually difficult to just go blank on it because Optic are coming in with the momentum. They just destroyed Ence on their map pick. I think, as Chad mentioned, it was a very good mental effort from them to be able to completely reset from this first map, go into Mirage and do what they were supposed to do. I don't know if Ence is going to be able to do that mental reset because it's far from easy.
It's far from easy, and it's far from over. We do have Inferno coming up, boys, which is poised to be the map of maps. I think that's exactly the sentiment that we can kind of run. Yeah, it's going to be, well, I hate the term El Clasico. It gets thrown around way too much. But this is definitely one where you do not want to miss what is going down here on Inferno. It's going to be one map between both of these teams, and it's sure to be a little bit closer, I believe, than the other ones.
It can't be a blowout in the same regard. I think a couple of things that we've learned. Are we going to a break? Or are we still good?
Second.
Are we still good? We can talk more?
Yeah, let's talk more about Inferno.
I just don't want to upset the ship here. I know Captain over here, he's got the steering wheel and stuff. But the point that I was trying to make was what we've seen from Optic so far throughout the tournament on Inferno anyway. If I remember rightly, NIP gave them full banana control. I hope I'm thinking of the right match here. Yeah, it was. And they were getting full banana control, and they were able to execute however they wanted on the T side. They weren't overly pressured. That's something which Ence are obviously going to do differently, right? They're not going to be doing the same very passive play on their CT side, or at least I hope, because if you give them full map control, we've seen what Optic have been able to do.
Well, this is where I worry, because the last memory I have from Ence on Inferno was them being able to play 3-2 in the dark of the back of Sergey going absolutely nuts on the A side, topping at 25 kills on the CT side. Sure, it was impressive and it was probably nice for the viewer, but it was worrying for me on a tactical perspective. They accepted to play fully in the dark, no information, just thinking we are better than you. You can come at me, I'm going to take two of you anyway. But it's not going to be that easy against Optic. I don't think they can afford to play like this.
That's kind of cool stylistically to think of how this matchup will go, because we do know what Optic can do with the space, and we do know what Ence are able to do when playing passive. So the question mark is, which plan is going to work here? Now, I think if you're the Ts and you're constantly getting a chance to grind executes, eventually you're going to win. Eventually you're going to apply that much pressure or have set a precedent and going to be able to do some fakes and be able to do some real strategies, or at least find holes in the defense. This is where the option of Ence to put up a wall, not a green one, could be brown, could have the Ence logo has a monkey on it, I guess. Could be some monkeys climbing a wall. I don't know. But the likelihood here is that if they're going to play the same style of CS and not pressure that of Optic, they're going to let them play in their comfort zone, and that's not what you want with players like Config. If you don't want to give them comfort zones.
I'm pretty sure it's a squid, not a monkey.
Is it a squid?
I think so.
Can we investigate?
We can investigate.
Why do I think it was a monkey?
Could we just throw up the graphic of the 5 players? I think the hero shot, and take a look, because I'm pretty sure the logo's right there.
Here,
we're not throwing them there. We're giving some time, but I think we can debate this real quick.
Okay.
What is your take on it, Maniac? Is it a squid or is it a monkey?
I think it was a monkey.
I'm going to go and I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what we're talking about here.
The Ence
I'm going to stay
logo.
silent.
Let's take a look,
Here we
because
go.
we do have a view here. It looks like a squid.
Oh,
That's a monkey.
this is it.
I thought it was like a monkey that was like eating like That doesn't make any sense. Why would a monkey be eating something? There's a logo.
Why would a monkey have tentacles, Chad?
Well, I thought that could be like its arm. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. Why would I think
What
it's
have
a
you
monkey?
done? What have you done, Chad?
Can anybody else see a monkey there? If you can see a monkey in that logo, tweet at me, #FaceItMiner, and let me know if you think that's a monkey. I had this before. If Matt and Henry are listening, one time we were doing, I think it was a Pro League broadcast or something, and we were talking about the new Inferno, and the top of banana, I thought it was a dog, and they think it's a pig. Or I thought it was I don't know, it's like a wolf or a pig or something. Like at the top of banana, you can see just near where the car used to be, the barrels, there's like an animal on the wall. And I'm not sure what animal it is.
I'm just here wondering, did I play the same game?
Yeah, I think just different times. Obviously, some different generational stuff going on here. But we do have one more.
We're the same age.
That's fine, Chad.
We're all the same age.
Chad, I know that some of that late
There
set
it is.
stuff is setting in.
It's going to come on the screen. Here we go. So I think it's a pig.
That's
Looks like maybe
definitely
a wolf.
no. The nose is definitely not
Look at
indicative of a pig, but it does have
It's
hooves.
too fit to be a
Does
pig,
look like it
isn't
has hooves.
Maybe it's a wolf.
Maybe it's a wolf.
Maybe it's a
I
bear
know for sure
pig.
there is a lion on the A side middle. There is, because we used to throw smokes, and Existence would always say, you have to look at the feet of the lion, the paw of the lion.
The paw of the
maybe,
lion.
Maybe there's a lion, wolves.
Well, soy un dinosaurio. All right, so we're not talking about the bear pigs in which you saw on Inferno just yet. We're going to be going to a quick break. When we come back, we've got one more map here to determine who's going to win out of Ence and Optic. You do not want to miss the conclusion of this best of 3, so make sure that you are here with us when we come back.